to officially open our summer school. And in the course of doing that, I'll give you just a few facts about HEC, especially for our international guests and colleagues, and about Russian Summer School for Institutional Analysis. First of all, about HEC. HEC is a very young university. It was started in 1992. One of their very important Russian economists, Igor Gaidar, did two very important things for Russian economy. First, he signed a decree about price liberalization, which moved us from planned economy to market economy, and also he signed a decree of creation of higher school of economics. That's how he came into the history. And now we are a large, comprehensive university. We have all the disciplines but medicine. So, big university, and in 2009 we got the status of National Research University, and we have only 29 universities in the country out of 1,000, which are national research ones. And in 2013 we became a member of 500 project, which is a University Excellence Initiative. And we're in the group of 15 universities, so we're really on the top. And to see HEC in advance, you can see that we have 4 campuses, about 40,000 students, a lot of faculties, a lot of different institutions. That's HEC. And HEC has the best students in the country. If you look on the entrance score, you'll see that our students should have at their entrance point more than 90% out of 100. So the best of the best. And HEC is now ranked among 60 best young universities in the world. So actually we are on the number 60, so we are saying that we are among 60. But last year we were among 80, so we are growing up fast. And what's our passion in HEC? We have a passion about institutions. We love to build institutions. On the HEC level, within HEC, outside, we help our agencies, ministries to design laws and institutions in the country, and we also love to study institutions. That's why we're here. And among the first books in the library, which was created in the first months of HEC existence, the first books which were bought for the library were books written by Coles and Norris, and later Williamson and Eggerson. Actually, there was the first books bought not in like 5 to 10 copies, but for all students in the bachelor programs, because we believe it's important to study institutions. And our Center for Institutional Analysis is one of the first international research centers in HEC. Why we are international? Because we aim to do research on the international level, and our international leading researchers, and here we have John, Paula, and Kuhn, help us to do that. We are really an international team. And we are proud to be part of Institutional Economics global community. ISNI, which was their conference for New Institutional Economic Society, started in 1997 in St. Louis, and in Washington, in a couple of years later, it was a third conference, and HEC already been there. And this year, now it's not ISNI, it's COE. I think our group of HEC scholars represented the biggest representation as a whole conference. Russian Mafia. And also, we are happy to be a part of Ronald Falls Institute workshops, both as students, and we do encourage you to apply as well, faculty, and we even hosted this conference. And I'm very happy that my colleague and friend, Konstantin Sonin, who is going to join us on Friday, just got a distinguished prize as the best alumni from Ronald Falls Institute. So, what is the impact for the summer school? Because we know summer school number 13, so we're moving in the long run perspective. We have over 300 alumni, probably even more. And we have our alumni now as PhD candidates in many research universities across the world, in US and Europe. And we also have some assistant profs who used to be our students, then went to get PhD somewhere, and they're now in the best places around the world as researchers and professors. Some of the projects about which John said maybe it might be okay are now published in major international journals and they're presented at major conferences. So you also have all chances to be here in this list. And we even have some joint papers of faculty students because you are here with your project, but some ideas might also arise during presentation. And some of the faculty might say, that's a good idea, let's try to develop that together in the future. And some students said, yes, let's do that. And we have some papers published. And of course, what is important about faculty, they're here for you. You can approach them either individually or in groups and ask questions. Faculty likes that. Especially, I would recommend you to approach them during lunches and dinner. Why? Because they can't escape. You can approach Paula and say, do you like Italian food? Yes, I like Italian food. Let's discuss my research. And our faculty is probably the most important ingredient for the summer school because they're here voluntary, they devote their time and effort to help you, so please use that opportunity. And we also believe that investment in the human capital is important, not only of cognitive nature, but different kinds of investment. So we encourage you to do some sports in the evening and also play games. Mariya is one of the popular games, and some of those people who are now in the best research universities around the world, they used to beat John and Kuhn and Mariya. So, we decided that we probably should focus on that, because during the summer school, most of the faculty will focus you on the difference between causation and correlation. Please think about that, but try to beat them in Mariya anyway. It might help. Okay, and a couple of rules which we ask you to follow. First, don't use your iPhones and laptops or any gadget during the lectures, because that's important. You are really here, but not on your gadgets. And of course, faculty might be role models for you, but not in that particular case, because faculty are free to do anything they want. Okay, so they can use their iPhones. They're free to do that. And their second rule, please speak English or when you are in public places during the school. Of course, except the cases your mom or grandma calls you. When I was preparing for the lecture yesterday, I thought, what's going to happen if I talk to my mom in English? And so they say I'm crazy. But these are focused on English, because it's important that you have the whole group here, okay? And of course, you don't use your iPhones or laptops, but in the evening when you do, please write about us on Facebook and use this hashtag. So, I would like to summarize that, saying that we are here to have for fun, because being in academia and doing research is the greatest fun for those who like it. So we hope that you have fun for the whole week. And we are all here to help you with that. So the school is open. and it's my pleasure to give a floor to our first lecturer. But before I do that, I would like to introduce Professor Hartmut Lehmann, who just arrived for our summer school. As I said, Hartmut joined us as a guest lecturer for the first time, and we are happy that he did that for those 3 days. Hartmut draws his time between many activities, including professorship in Bologna University and ESA and High School of Economics in our Partner Center for Labor Economics. And please free to approach Hartmut as well. And now, my particular pleasure to give floor to whom I learned how to pronounce it well. And you'll learn a lot about whom during this week, and he's professor of Ghent University and also coordinator of a very important Ghent program for coordination between Russian universities, which is called Ghent Russian Platform, and that's a very important initiative for Russian universities as well. But what is really amazing about whom is that he can find research questions in like boring, ordinary life of people. And that's amazing to see how in a few years, those small tiny ideas grow up in the great papers. So it's always a pleasure to hear from here, and the floor is yours. Thank you.